check them out. With my head isn't in the way. It's the here. Fat Skull Mover activate. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. We got the Mounted Raptor. We gained that card this turn, or this turn. This round wing. Explorer's Hat, nothing new there. And we had the Forgotten Torch, and we have the Ethereal Conjurer. Discover a spell. Just any spell. You know, I don't like the stats on this guy, but Discover seems to be awesome because, I mean, technically it's going to give you 3 spells to choose from, so that's pretty rockin'. Paladin, we got the Keeper of Uldaman. Battlecry, set a minion's attack and health to 3. Useful, particularly in that last one. You know, you give it to your own statues. That was sweet. Alright. Priest. We got the Excavated Evil. I'm having a hard time seeing this one. It's weird to me. Deal 3 damage to all minions. Shuffle this card into your opponent's deck. I don't know. I don't think you'll see it more than twice a game. And yeah, I just don't think it's going to see much play. Rogue, you got the Unearthed Raptor. Battlecry, choose a friendly minion, gain a copy of its Death Rattle effect. Again, I think they're really starting to push the Death Rattle deck. You know, with Braun and Baron Rivendell and like this guy, the Unearthed Raptor and whatnot. Okay, let's see what we got for Rogue. We got the Tunnel Trog. Whenever you overload, it's a Shaman card, obviously. Whenever you overload, gain +1 attack per locked mana crystal. And then, of course, we had the Rumbling Elemental. After you play a Battlecry minion, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Let's go over here to Warlock. We gained the Reliquary Seeker. If you have 6 other minions, gain +4/+4. Nice. Alright. There. Warrior. Whoa, yeah. Fierce monkey. That funky monkey. He's a taunt. He's a 3/3/4 with taunt. He's cute. That's the Obsidian Destroyer was the one I was talking to Fez about earlier. He's like a pseudo-hogger, except he's bigger. At the end of your turn, summon a 1/1 Scarab with taunt. I mean, he's going to be vulnerable to GBH, but, you know, that's a pretty solid card, the Obsidian Destroyer. Alright. On to the neutrals. We got Bronzebeard. Your battle cries triggered twice. Rock solid. Gonna love him. He's awesome. Gonna put him in. Well, he'll put him in battle cry decks. I mean, he's not that awesome a minion, but the double battle cry, just keeping him alive is gonna be hard in those decks. All right, and then we got the Tomb Spider. Battlecry, discover a beast. Because there's no mana limit on that, I mean that's pretty awesome. It's like, you know, it's kind of like a choice, well, web spider with choices. So I like it. Again, let's do the Trump thing. If it was a 3/3/3, then it would be a near OP card. But no, I think it's a pretty fair card, and I will definitely throw it out there. Particularly since it's a beast, I'm gonna throw it in. Beast Druid by the end of this this expansion. I think Beast Druid will be viable, so that's I'll be excited about that. Oh, is that all of them? That is yep. All right. Let's see, where were we? All right, Shaunak, you back? You there? You in?
Yep.
Alright. Let's go here. Let's go back, right back where we were. And in the search bar. Okay. Take two. Excavated evil. You were saying it's the answer to Holy Nova.
It's the big brother.
It's the big brother. Not the answer, but the big brother. So run both? In your opinion, would you
Yeah. For the heavy control priest decks, hell yeah.
Nice. And just because you don't care about giving the bad guys a 3 damage card, and because then he'd be handing it back to you, and you'd just throw it back in his face, and it'd just go back and forth, and you've got more health.
This is the card that you want to probably not play when it's control versus control, but when it's control, you being control and the opponent being aggro. Yeah, like Secret Paladin, Priest Hunter, and Mech Mage, you want to play this because they're never going to cast it.
Right.
And because it's in their deck, there is like a, 10% chance that they draw it, and it's a dead card that they drew, so you're denying them a card.
Right. So you're saying versus aggro, turn 5, bam. You blizzard a extra spell damage blizzard across them, and
it's still one of those things where you have to make sure that your own minions don't die, but it's an option. If their board is getting too threatening, this is a very good card to come back from being behind, which Priest so often is.
Right.
By turn 5, if you're Priest, you're probably behind. And Holy Nova just does 2 damage, which is not always enough. So 3 damage will get a lot more minions, and if you're behind, it's awesome.
Alright. Want to move on to the class challenges?
Yep.
Got no more really to say about it. Yeah, okay, what do we got? Hard to make room for it. Might replace Holy Nova in some decks. Is what chat's shouting out at us. And alright, and then the Druid Challenge. Tell you the truth, I don't remember the Druid Challenge. I'm gonna go there on this one here. But oh, and it's right up. It's the Mounted Raptor. But it's not coming up. It's still not.
The baby piloted shredder is so good.
Wow, that's weird. There it goes. Okay. Whew. It just says it's a 3/3/2. That Death Rattle summon a random 1-cost minion, and over its text is Clever Girl. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, It's a beast, and that's its bonus, I think. It really, other than that, I would rather have the Razorfen Hunter, I think. Because you get your minions all at once, but then they're suspect to AoE. Yeah, mini piloted shredder. I think that's very succinct. And that's
yeah, like Razorfen Hunter and this are not even on the same planet. Like, this is so much better, especially if you open something like, because the Druid is going to be controlled. This is not an aggro Druid card, and this is like going to be great in Arena because it's a common. It's going to be great in Constructed because you play this, you can pop a Injured Qualdir, which is a 1-mana 2/4, and the Battle Cries deal itself 3 damage, which doesn't trigger. I have actually, on my first Raptor that I played, opened an Injured Qualdir, which is 5 6 worth of stats off of 3 mana. Ridiculous.
Okay, I will. I'll run with you on that one. I haven't test driven this one. Like I said, I haven't been back to Druid in a while, so it's pretty good.
Or you can get Northshire Cleric, and then Druid has some heal effects, and you can draw a bunch of cards. Or you can open the Trog, which won't do much. Or you can open Mana Worm, which if you have spells, you can go nuts.
Yeah.
You can open a Zombie Chow, which is amazing to trade with.
Yeah, off the one, there are some good one-cost minions. So yeah, I like I said, I think it was very succinct. The baby. Oh, sorry. Man, I gotta remember to not get distracted. Last Chance Sky says he's testing it at the moment, and it competes with Shade of Naxxramas. Okay. I guess I can see that. All right. Let's go back one. And you know, we should have finished with Braun. But
I thought we did.
No. I mean, as far as the cards go, we should have done like class challenges and then come back to it.
The beauty of editing.
Yeah. I won't do that to poor old Muddy. He's got enough going on right now. Give me one sec. Tighten these up. Okay. Goodbye, Raptor. Sky's Last Chance is saying it competes with the 3 spot for Druid, in other words. Gotcha. Okay. And tonight's final card. Okay. There we go. Keeper of Oldamon. Excuse me. Paladin card. It's a 4/3/4. The battle cry, set a minion's attack and health to 3. Very paladin-y. It belongs there. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot its text. Eudaimon. No, Eudaimon. Oh. Okay. Now I want to boycott this card. But, okay. Yeah, it feels very paladin-y. I can see its use if someone's ahead of you or you draw it a little later game. Yeah, I don't know. It could definitely do some good neutering to bigger cards, but you're going to have to wait to play it, I think. Sky's Last Chance says, the new Tink Mr. Meister. Okay, yeah, interesting. It's a good call. What do you think, Shaunak?
Yep, I think Sky's Last Chance put it well. It is the new Tinkmeister. Tinkmeister used to have a 50% chance of making something a 1/1 or a 5/5. This is exactly in the middle.
Yeah.
And Tinkmaster, you see with 3 mana 3/3. This is a 4 mana 3/4. Now, the pros. It's a not too overcosted card.
Right.
It is I believe, a rare card, if I'm not mistaken.
Common.
Oh, sorry, common, even better.
Yep.
It's a common card, so you're going to see it a lot of it in draft. Paladins have no problem keeping at least 1 minion on the board, having 1 minion left over on the board by turn 4.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have, I don't know, say a recruit or a 2/1 or a 1/3 or something like that, make it a 3/3 and buff your own minion.
Exactly.
And you get that much extra stats. Great. So it's a great card to play on turn 4. Turn 10, you draw this, and your opponent has, I don't know, a Molten Giant, a Ragnaros, a huge minion on the board. Make it a 3/3. Then, even if you don't draw an answer to the 3/3, your 3/4 trades perfectly into the 3/3, and even worst case scenario, they have to ping your 3/4 and then run their 3/3 into it.
Right.
So it's amazing. That's the pros. The cons. It's a 4-drop.
Oh yeah, and the
Oh my
paladin
god.
deck.
Why would you give paladins another 4-drop? It's almost like they don't want paladins to play anything on turn one, two, three, come back with a redonkulous 4-drop, and then play 4-drops from there on until turn 10 and Kingdom Come.
Yes.
We do not need another 4. Like, I would almost be happier if this was a 5-drop. I'm gonna probably end up playing it on turn 5 anyway, because turn 4 is for True Silver.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Or King's Blessing, or yeah, it just yeah, it will find a hard spot in there. I myself would probably save it for even an 8 drop. Save it for a combo. Boy, you've got, you had 2 points left over somewhere. You're gonna have something on the board, something a Murloc Knight summoned, or something, and like you said, buff your own minion, hit it with the Blessing of Kings, and now you've got, a 10 or a 7/7 minion that just goes and punches something hard. So yeah, it's I think it
This
it'll
card is just pisses me off because it's such a
yeah.
missed opportunity. Like, if you ever, like, back when Quartermaster first came out, I
Oh
think it
yeah,
was in Goblins versus Gnomes.
yeah.
Quartermaster is a ridiculous card.
Mm-hmm.
Quartermaster Paladin, Quartermaster Control Paladin specifically, was all the rage because you would play Muster, you would play Quartermaster, or you would go turn 10, Muster, recruit Quartermaster, kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And all that beautiful stuff was possible. And the only reason that deck didn't make it through was because, like, I cannot count the unimaginable quantity of times I have been playing that deck in a situation where it's like, man, if I had 1 or 2 more Aldor Peacekeepers in my deck. This card is a muted version of Aldor Peacekeeper.
Yeah.
It's Aldor Peacekeeper 3 and 4, which that deck so desperately needed. But why, oh why must it be a 4-drop?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right. I think that's well put. I think it's still gonna find a home. We'll see how it turns out. Like I said, if I was playing it, I would most likely save it to late game and use it, to mute down something horrible, or to do, like I said, the 8-drop swing and make a big crunching crushy minion. I think that's about it for this tonight, and I want to thank you, Shaunak, for hanging out and whatnot. I've still got another hour to go, and so I'm gonna probably just jump over and play some Stoned Hearth here and see what I can come up with. Oh,
What are
wait,
your
wait, wait.
thoughts on the new Tavern Brawl?
Wait, try again? I didn't hear you.
I need your thoughts on the new Tavern Brawl before you go away.
Which one?
The one going on right now.
I have not played it. That's how horrible things have been around the old homestead lately. Well,
guess what? I have not. I just played one game this morning to get my chest in.
Sure.
How about this? How about you experience it for the first time with me? It'll be hilarious.
All right. I will do just that. Is it a constructed situation?
Yes, exactly. You have to make your own deck, and here's a hint.
Okay.
Play mage, use Flame Waker.
Maybe I have played this. Maybe I snuck a game in and I just can't remember it over the last few days. A fan of the show has powered me up for the next 3-4 months. I'm gonna have his machine at my place, and so we're gonna get to play some Fallout 4, and yeah, I think that I'm gonna be able to play a little more robust games that the old it has served me well, but the old Gamer
Old
Republic.
Faithful.
Yeah, the old Gamer Republic laptop machine just can't handle. And so I've really been trying to get it to the point where I can, phase one out and start the new one. So with any luck, by Sunday morning, we will be in that situation. But I guess we'll go try that. That Tavern Brawl in a second. I just want to do an outro so that Muddy can, edit this and make a good video out of it. So Sky said, I love cards that can be offensive and defensive. I agree with you completely. What Sky and anybody else who's out there right now, don't worry, I'm going to do an outro, but we're going to hop right back in and actually play a Tavern Brawl or two and go on to hang out for another hour. So I'm just going to say, all the good stuff. If you want to see more of our adventures, head on over to the good old YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and of course here on Twitch. And with that, may the dice be with you. See you in a Tavern Brawl in just a second. And out. There, wait, we'll do it director style. And cut!